Hey guys, it's me, Crystal, with ArmyWife101.com, and today I'm back with my recap of last night's Army Wives episode. Now, let me apologize in advance for not doing last week's episode, which I do still plan on making a video for. Just kind of got caught up doing some other things and didn't really get a chance to focus on it like I wanted to. But anyway, let's get straight to last night's episode. So we see it starts off. Let's start with Roxy and Trevor. Roxy unfortunately lost the baby. Now, oh, I'm trying to see where they're going to go with this. I'm glad they touched on it because I've experienced exactly what Roxy went through, and I know it can be really hard. And especially with the situation with Trevor. Trevor really has this thing for kids, and he really wanted his own kids. So it was kind of heartbreaking. I cried. I felt so bad for Trevor and Roxy. Um, I don't know. I kind of wish they hadn't made her lose the baby. I mean, I'm glad they not glad that they did, but to me, it did give it a touch of reality because everything doesn't always work out perfectly with pregnancies, as some of us know. Um, but at the end of the day, it would have been nice to actually see that come to fruition. But I'm assuming it's putting us in line for something better because I'm sure she'll get pregnant again, and that'll lead into other episodes. So let's hope that's the case. Um, Claudia Joy with her law degree. Really can't say much there. I think Dana Delaney plays that part so freaking well. Just she's like Claudia Joy for real. And she got accepted into law school, Carolina Law. I'm not sure if that's even a real or fictional college just for the TV show. But yeah, she got accepted into Carolina Law, so she's going back. I thought that the guy who interviewed her for her law school entrance was a complete jerkwad. But I guess he had to be that way, because I guess maybe their program is so limited. But I think that was awesome that she got back in. I love that Michael, of course, Michael, he's just like the excellent husband. He supports her in all that she does. So ooh, for them. Wasn't too much of a plot or storyline going on with them except that she got into law school. Let's just touch on Chase and Pam right now. Okay, so Chase has come back into the picture. Now, for those of you who might have a little brain fart on what happened, Chase and Pam have been having some marital problems. Chase, as you know, is in special forces. Pam just hasn't been able to deal with it. Chase tends to keep things from her. Then he went and took a job as a training instructor at Fort Carson, Colorado, and didn't even really tell her. Promised the kids that he was going to come to some of their events, didn't even come, and it just caused so many issues in their marriage. So now he's come back for whatever reason and basically said he wants to work on this marriage. He's been being the perfect husband. Making her do everything because she's had to always do everything. And, now he's doing her grocery shopping. He's carpool dad and just being perfect. And Pam is like, we've been down this road before. Is this, it's hard to even enjoy it because is it going to happen again? So that's pretty much going to be, it looks like the focus, of the brunt of the episodes now, whether or not they can save their marriage. Denise and Frank, they're still perfect. I love how Denise has her own individualism now. She's, as you know, she got fired from the hospital for the affair with the guy, but um, she now is an EMT, which I love. And I love how, and some people may take this the wrong way, but I just love how she is an officer's wife, but she has just a normal job. Not that it's normal. I think it's courageous because I couldn't be an EMT because I just couldn't do it. But in the sense of, she's not a lawyer or, the uh, officer's wife, she's an EMT. And yeah, she goes to events, but she has her own individuality. And I like that about that. And I like that Frank is letting her have that. It broke my heart with the whole Jeremy situation. Jeremy basically asked for his mom's blessing and letting him re-enlist. He made it to specialist and he wants to re-enlist. And he basically left it up to her as to whether or not he re-enlists or not. And at the end of the day, she let him re-enlist. And I know that's hard for her because that's her baby. That's her child. No matter how old they are, they're still your babies. So, that was really sweet. We'll see where that goes because basically, one of the things was if Jeremy re-enlisting, he's going to go to Afghanistan. And we all know what happened with him with the friend getting killed and so on and what he experienced, the repercussions of that. So we'll see what happens. Nothing going on with Roland and Joan. Honestly, I'm wondering where they're going to go with this. One thing I think Army Wives did wrong at the beginning was I feel like they started Joan out too soon. I'm sorry, my eyeball is just like itching. They started Joan out so soon with the whole going through I guess she was going through the PTSD and she was drinking a lot and stuff. And I don't know, I just kind of feel like they did that too soon instead of kind of waiting off because now we actually get to see her serving overseas. So, maybe it would have been better to wait to now to do the PTS thing, but not really much of a storyline going on with them. We've seen Roland because Trevor, Roxy lost the baby. Trevor was kind of asking Roland, hey, what do I do? This hurts. And of course, Roland, being that he's, what is he, a psychiatrist? You know, who else better to go to? So, not too much of a storyline. I hope to see more about them next week. That pretty much concludes everybody. Of course, the previews for next week comes on, and it's really, really dramatic. And will one couple be able to save their marriage? So that was pretty much the preview that I saw. So basically, we're looking at whether or not Chase and Pam, again, are able to save their marriage, because apparently everything ended well on this episode, but on the next episode, they're arguing again. So we shall see. Still wondering where Army Wives is going to go. So far, they've been managing to do okay in their episodes. I'm going to touch on last week's episode, but I think it was awesome of them to do the episode about abusive spouses, because it does happen, whether we want to keep it underneath the covers or not. It happens. And it was great of them to touch on it. I thought it was cool to do the whole USO concert thing. The USO rocks. And I'll actually talk more about the USO in some future posts. But with that, I'm Crystal. Come back and visit me at ArmyWife101.com and fan page us on the Facebook.com site. But don't forget to visit ArmyWife101.com. I'll see you soon. And thanks for watching. Bye.